Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to 2OG Soaking and Stitching Island Style. I'm Antoinette, your hostess, coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, in the Bay of Fundy, Canada. I want to welcome all returning Fiber family members, new Fiber family members, first time here, like what you see, want to join the family, click on subscribe below, click the bell, click all, and hopefully you get notified by YouTube when I upload a video. Number two, as you can see, I'm in the same clothes and the same hot mess for hair that I did in the part one Happy Mail video. Update, the boom arm is going back, and ordered a different one, the same one, but a new. That was a used very good, and it wasn't very good. It would not adjust. It would go bing, bing. So I ordered a new one. So I'll take that one tomorrow, and the new one will be here Monday. What else? Oh, before I get into this here, a little bit catch up on what the week was. The week from hell. Yeah, mega busy on the boat, the Rigby. I was helping engineering a little bit, learning the boat because I really have had not enough experience on the boat, starting it up, shutting it down. But I can just start it up. Um, it's pretty much like a Princess, but it's an antique. It's almost 50 years old. The generator system is totally different. Totally different. The hydraulics, totally different. I mean, you got to manually turn the hydraulics on and off. The generator, instead of just flipping a switch, you got to take a key, put the key in this generator one, flip it to generator one, and it's yeah. But it's the only way you're going to learn, right? By doing. Traffic has been wild. I mean, wild. Every load was a puzzle. Putting as many as we could get on the boat. We have a capacity of 18, but when this boat was built, 18, was cars and stuff, not big trucks, transport trucks, 10-wheelers, cars and trailers, and boats and campers and motor homes, and it's a puzzle. And then people get testy with you and almost run over you. I'm climbing up and over and under trucks and over cars to get to the ramp box, lower the ramp. Yeah, it was a fun week. And then my 2 days off last week, Barb and I put together a 12 by 13 by 9 foot high gazebo. First day was 9 hours. Second day, we put another 7. And then today, we just had 8 pieces end caps to put on. Got that done. So tomorrow, a friend of ours is coming up, is going to help me and her move it so we can bolt it to the deck. And then it'll be a place in Grace. You'll have a shade place. Pool's looking pretty good. Got all the algae and stuff. That robo clean. I bought a robo cleaner. It's called Creepy Crawler. It looks like a big blue, basically like a manta ray, and it just moves along, and it'll go so far, and the hose will flip, and it'll turn direction, and there's no electricity. It works solely on the skimmer, just the power of the filter. I am going to have to clean the filter, so I'm going to get some filter cleaner to run through it, because there was a lot of algae. But I backwash and rinse every time I've done it before I start, and then after I'm finished. We upgraded our filter from sand to glass beads. You don't have to change glass beads every 8 to 10 years, so. But we just need to clean it so it doesn't get gunky. But hopefully the water's starting to warm up. It's almost 70. We had a lot of rain last week, and the water dropped down to like 64. So hopefully, maybe Sunday we can get into it. We'll see. So that's why I've been so busy, and I was on days this week, so I'm up at 4 a.m. I'm usually awake by 3 a.m. And then you have your 2 12.5, 13-hour days. And today was my short day. I worked till 11, but I had to make a stop at the post office to pick up a couple of shipping boxes for Canada parcels I have to mail out to some winners. So yeah, that's why I'm a hot mess. It's been. I did all my laundry. In fact, when I finished filming the last video and it was uploading, I went out, took it off the line, and brought it in, put everything away. And I'm just going to get a sip of coffee here, and then we're going to get into yarn. As I've said, I've bought no yarn this year other than the eyelash yarn I needed to finish Felcourt fibers, or Dog Gracie here. But this has been in my queue to do this pattern. Now, you guys know Lindsay Lewchuk is one of my favorite knitwear designers. And in fact, in my Whips and Finished Objects video that I'm going to film probably tomorrow, and it'll be released next week. I'll schedule it to be released next week. It's done, and I'm not happy with it. So, and I'll tell you why in the video. But this is the shawl. It's called Solar Flare. See? Solar Flare Circular Shawl. Now, if you remember when Lindsay was on the live, if you happened to be in the live or watch the replay, I had asked her how long it took her to do this pattern. 9 months to write the pattern. And it was one of her, she spilled one of her most difficult designs. There are beads, which I did get. We're going to go through all of that. But this and Airbender are my two advanced projects for this year. Airbender also has beads, and I already have my yarn for Airbender. But I don't have a lot of like reds and oranges and yellows in my yarn stash, my palette. It's just not my color palette normally. But this pattern is absolutely reds and oranges. And she had talked to me about a gradient, so I went and checked some gradients, and I just out of the budget. So I started thinking. So I went to Hobie first, and I ordered some of the Sultan gradient cakes, and I'm going to show you those in a minute. But then I was on Holskarn, because Holskarn is one of my favorite places to order yarn from. But I liked it so much I actually did a review on the yarn, and I've done quite a few projects with the Holskarn yarn. I've recommended it to people. I don't recommend something unless I believe in it, and I've used it and I enjoyed it. I would endorse it. This is not a paid for. I pay for my yarn. I don't get what do you call it, paid promotions, other than the one I did for Whiskapa. So let's get into it and look what we have, and then after we're done, we'll go through it. There's one from Holskarn, one from Hobie, and then here's my beads. Now, I ordered the exact color beads that she used in hers, and I'll follow the pattern for the placement of the beads and everything else. Had trouble finding it because the place she got hers no longer couldn't get it. So anyways, we'll open Hobie first, and we'll talk about the yarn. All right, gotta make sure. Oh, and I had to pay customs on this. It was $42. It was still a good deal because they were on sale. $42.35. And the joke was, my actual duty was only $10.71, and then you have to pay your HST when you get it. My HST was $21.69, so it was a $100 order. $9.95 processing, so they get you. So okay, here's my order form. I do keep my custom forms when I can get it off. Because I think it's important that I keep it with my paperwork, so I know what I paid. Okay, I'm just going to take them out of the bag here, stack them up, and then we'll go through them. Now, when I did this, I really wasn't sure what colors to get. Okay, so it's good. We'll see. Because I'm gonna get with Lindsay and see what she thinks about the color palettes. We'll mess with the gradients and stuff. Okay, I'll get this one out of the way first. And these look like totally different colors. This I bought for, and they look different. And they look different. They're different lots, and they sent me 2 different colors. Okay, it's azalea. This one is color 4, and this is color 3. Again, my palette. So I got those 2. These were I don't know. I think they were 1040. 1040. All right. So we'll start from the light and go to the dark, because I'm going to show you the color palette together. Got this one. These are Cotton King Sultans. They're 100% cotton. They're the 4 threads. Pull through a bead when you're using it. Center pull. So this is color number let's do color 51. Okay. And then the next color got, now you have to imagine in your head a gradient. This is color number 21. Okay, can you see the sun starting to come? Okay. And then I got this one. This is color number 50. Okay, let me get to the last one here. And then this one, because this is pretty much the gradient of the shawl. If you look at shawl, well, colors aren't coming out really good. I wonder if I take it out of the plastic, if you can see it better. I spilled water on it too. That didn't help. I'm going to print another copy of it up. Put some color to it. You can see it. Those very tips, the very tips right here are yellow. So I went with here. And again, we'd have to color control it. That kind of reminds you of a solar flare. But then, just to be on the safe side, I got some of the solids. I got 2 each of these. These are the Twister solids. Now these are number 2, but they're applied together, unlike the other one that is 4 cotton threads. And this is 55 cotton, 45 acrylic. And I got the red and the yellow. And on here there is 437 yards, so I got 974 yards of each. So I'll get with Lindsay and see what she thinks. And this is for a dragon project. So that's what I got from Hobie. Okay. And the whole thing was $100 because I got free shipping. So it's slotted for a project. I didn't buy it just because it was on sale or just because it was pretty. It is for a project. Now, what I don't use for a project, some of it will probably be in the cubicle down there I have for giveaways for the podiversary. And if I get monetized, I can send more yarn to people. So that was the Hobie. Then I went to Holskarn. Okay. Now Holskarn, and no, I paid no duty on this at all. Ain't that funny how we don't pay duty with at Hobie? We did. It's why I don't order from Hobie anymore. There was a couple things I ordered because I plan on starting to use more animal fibers, natural fibers in the future for projects. I'd be real careful opening this up. 15 minutes. Okay. And I'll explain to you what these are. Okay. Empty. Did they give me an invoice? Yes, I got an invoice. Okay. There's an invoice. It was packed with love by Pia. Okay. Again, you guys all know that I love the Coast. Oh, they put this in and made it could just make it so it was even. Packed it so nice and nice and Ontario. Okay. I already have some of this. It's Frost. I had it on clearance. To add to what I have in there, it's for Airbender. I want to make sure I have enough. Okay. This is all Coast. Coast is a 55 lamb's wool and 45% cotton, and it is a fine fingering weight. Number one, number two. Actually, what do they say on here? Doesn't say what it is, but use a 2.5 to 3 millimeter needle or hook. It's a fine yarn. I'm just gonna get through. I'll put this over here for now. Now, okay, I gotta put these in the order that I. These are all the colors that I got, and I gotta get with Lindsay to see what she thinks the best. This is Solar. It's like a lemon yellow. Okay, and then from there, I had the yellow. Then I had these shades. Okay, they're not. It's not coming true to color. These are this one is not orange. It is it is cantaloupe. And this is aconite. And this one is old gold. Okay. And if you see them with this, you know, this will be the outer edges of it. Okay, you can see the gradient that I was trying to achieve. Like I said, I'm working on it. Then we got, put these in the right order here. This one goes over here. This is here, and this, and this, and this. Okay. It's hard to try and do this with one hand, so let me lay them down and try to pop them up here, because there's 5. Okay. Then we get into the orangey, kind of orangey colors. And I had to go, they didn't have orange, but they had saffron, which is like an orangish, and they had mandarin. And then it would go into Jaffa. Okay. That's the next. And then the reds. I picked these three here, and then I also have the Hobie I can use for the yellow and the red. And then here's the other reds. I don't know why I picked this one in there. This is or Bourgogene. I have to look that up, but these were the reds that I got. So those are a possibility for the gradient for Solar Flare. But I'm going to get with Lindsay and get her opinion, because, you know, she's the designer, and what she thinks of what I did there. Let me just hold that in here. I'll put this here for now. Now these here, how I picked the colors was I had color cards. Hold on one moment. We have a visitor. Okay, I'm back. I had to get these out. These are some color cards that I had ordered back in 2018 from Holzgarten when I got my first order from Holzgarten. And these are all the colors of Coast. Okay, so it enables you to put together a project. Okay, so while I was ordering, and they're not really expensive. They're not really expensive at all. I went ahead and got some of the other lines. You have Tides, which is a 70% wool and 30% silk. Okay, and these are colors, and it gives the name of the color, not the color number. You know, so you can get and there's two different cards in here because I ordered the line. Then I got Titicaca, which is 100% pure thin alpaca. And I got Celio. Now Celio is, if you can see, it's like a roving, and it's a thicker yarn. It'd be like a 5. It'd be like a 4, a thick 4, 5. It's 42% alpaca, 42% merino, and 16% polyamide. And I've never had any of that. I don't know what it feels like. Let's see if I take that out of here, because I'm gonna leave them in these, and I'm gonna put a binder with these in. So when I'm putting a project together. Now, of course, this is more expensive than Coast. I mean, it's alpaca and merino. But that would make a beautiful sweater jumper. But look at the colors. Look at the colors. Here's my colors down here. This is Nocturne and Icy Mint. Can you see a sweater made out of that? So that was one of the other lines. And it makes it easier when you actually can see what you're picking for colors and fibers, and and watch what to go on sale. And then I got Highland, which is more their sock yarn. It's a high twist, and it's 8% Highland wool and 20% nylon. This is going to be your sock weight sock yarn. Okay, it's got some really pretty colors. Then it's got a few like rag colors, crystal and woodstock. So that's for socks. And the last one is called Haya. It's 70% pure alpaca, 20% mulberry silk. And it's also a high twist yarn, so I can imagine the contrast and the stitch definition on like cables, you know, ribbing pattern. I mean, it's you can see the kind. It would make a high definition. Excuse me. I got that wrong. It's 70% baby alpaca, 20% mulberry silk, and 10% yak. I've never worked with yak before, so I don't know. I hear it's very soft, so we'll check it out. Isn't this fun? Oh yeah. Oh, and that would have some beautiful drape. Now this is probably, yeah, it'd be in like a number 2. I mean, you can see most of the yarns, with the exception of Celio, they're number 2 yarns, 1 or 2. Very, very soft, very nice, very nice. Like I said, Holsmar's got some great products, and they have some good sales going. And you have an option. Let me close this up so I'm not making so much noise. You have an option that you can get a cone, which is over 2,700 yards of it. It's 500 grams, or they come in 50-gram cakes. Those 50-gram cakes have over 300 yards. The 500-gram, depending on the yarn, 2,000 or better yards. So if you're going to make a sweater or a big project, you can go ahead and get. So they give you an option between cakes and yarn and coats. Excuse me. They also have hanks for some of the yarns, like the Highland sock yarn. So that was the yarn I got for it. So when it comes time to pick out the palette, I'll do another video and let you know what we come up, what Lindsay and I decided on. And the other thing, and the last thing I have for this, is the beads. Okay, now these came from Fire Mountain Gems and Beads out of Fontana, California. Now there was a place in Canada, Bedazzle, but they didn't have any of the colors that I needed. I was on the hunt for several days for because I went through the pattern and to find the beads that Mayoki Japanese glass seed beads. Just don't want to open. Let me try opening it this way. There. I need to get a tissue. Right back. Sorry for turning my back on you. I hope I didn't give you a butt shot. But the pollen's terrible. It's been wicked. Anyways, this is how it came packed. Okay, it says packed glove. Nice touch. Hey, presentation. Okay, good. This has price, and these are in US dollars. And there's a handwritten thank you, Sarah. That's a nice touch. Very nice touch. I got 3 different colors. So let's get down to it. Because in the pattern, I can't show you the pattern, it's paid for pattern, but I'm just going to tell you the bead she says you'll need. Okay. You will need 630 silver lined red orange, 450 silver lined transparent orange, and 360 silver lined transparent yellow. So that works out to, let's see, 630, 1,080, 1,080, 1,180, almost 1,300 beads in the pattern. Okay. Make sure there's nothing else in here. Nope, nothing else. Again, I paid. Oops. There was no duty on this. Okay. I ordered more than I needed of each, but okay. This is the transparent red orange number 6. Those are the beads. Okay, I got 3 of them, and I forget how many they said was approximately. This is 25 grams, so I got 75 grams of each bead, and they were $6.89 a box. And these are Mayuki of Japan glass seed beads. Okay, and then I got boy, this shaw's going gorgeous. These are the transparent orange. And the final one is the yellow. So if you look at the beads, get down there, you. I'm going to try to put them here, try to get them side by side. You can kind of get an idea of the colors of the shawl and the red. It's hard to see. I'm not really good at this. So those are all the beads. And again, this is all for the Solar Flare Shawl. So that was my beads. And these were $62.01 for the beads, $8.50 shipping, $70.51. That's a lot of beads for the Solar Flare pattern. So yes, I've gone. This is a 30-minute video. I do apologize, but this is going to be a big project. Very big project. I'm excited. I'm excited about the project. Sorry. So these two videos were my acquisitions, Happy Mail that I got. And like I said, I have a bunch on this table you see here of packages. You can't see them, they're over there. They're getting mailed out tomorrow morning. A couple in Canada, one overseas. So get those out. The last thing, here's 3 crochet magazines. These are all for June. Crochet World, Blue Ribbon Crochet. This is Crochet exclamation point, and then Crochet World. These are going to be for giveaways, and they will be during this month. So I hope I didn't bore you too much. I wanted to show you. I'm really excited about this pattern, the Solar Flare. And of course, you guys know I love Airbender. That is my all-time favorite from Lindsay. Solar Flare is coming up second, pretty close. But she's got some gorgeous patterns. Like I said, the dive top is finished. I know what I did wrong, I believe, but I will show you. I have a mannequin coming next week. It's just a torso, and it's going to stand in the back right there. But I'll be able to put it on it. You'll be able to get a better look and see the drop stitches and the cables and everything. Not happy. So, sometime later this summer, I'm going to cast on another one in different yarn. I'll figure out if I'm going to rip that out or just keep it. I'm going to get Lindsay's opinion. I told her to send her some pictures. So, and I told her I wasn't happy how, and it's not the pattern. It's me. It's the knitter. So, yeah, because it all got screwed up, I think, when I ripped back, and I missed my drop stitches. That's where, because I was one stitch off here, one stitch off there, and it didn't drop properly all the way down. Some of it dropped too much. So the way you learn, by doing. So, oh gosh, well, this 35-minute video. I apologize. I apologize. Please watch. Okay, I'm trying to get monetized. I need the watch hours. So, I gotta do some more videos. It's gonna be a busy weekend for videos. Get some for tomorrow's tutorials. I gotta film tutorials. So I just have to look at my list and see which ones I'm going to film. There'll be crochet, there'll be knitting. So, and we'll have a whips, finished objects, and chat video too, and probably tomorrow or Sunday a live. So, all right, get this loaded up. So there'll be 2 videos uploaded today, and I'm hoping to have my Yeti working tomorrow. And this here, because I don't know how long that lasts. I have the other one charging down here in case the audio goes out on this one. So I hope you're staying safe, you're healthy, you're happy, doing what it is that makes you happy. And remember, hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place. Here's bye for now from Deer Island. I'll see you in the next video. I love you all, and thank you for bearing with me.